On the sun-scorched savanna, cheetahs appear like lightning bolts amidst the vast grasslands. They are not as strong as lions, as tenacious as hyenas, and not as skilled climbers as leopards. But with their speed, precision, and ability to choose the right moment, cheetahs still engage in each hunt as a tense dance of survival. On the sun-scorched African savanna, the cheetah appears like a living lightning bolt across the vast grasslands. It's not the strongest predator, nor does it possess the massive physique of a lion or leopard, but it has the most fearsome weapon: speed. An adult cheetah typically weighs between 77 and 143 pounds and is about 3.6 to 4.9 feet long, not including the tail. With its slender body, long legs, and lightweight frame, it's born to accelerate in the shortest possible moments. When the hunt begins, the cheetah doesn't use brute force to overwhelm its prey. It relies on observation, accurate targeting, closing the distance, and bursting with speed in those crucial seconds. On the savanna, every turn, every stride, and every lunge must be precise. A single mistake can ruin the hunt. Cheetahs don't dominate through power. It survives by the speed, calculation, and instincts of the fastest lightning bolt of the savanna. Where herds of wildebeest move in long lines across the dry grass, cheetahs face prey many times larger than themselves. An adult wildebeest can weigh up to 600 pounds. With its massive body, sharp horns, strong legs, and powerful kick, it is not an easy target to subdue. When standing in a herd, the collective coordination makes an adult wildebeest even harder to attack. Therefore, the cheetah doesn't target the largest one. It silently observes, looking for a young animal, a weakened individual, or a target that has strayed from the herd's overall movement. When a young animal strays from the protective circle, the cheetah begins to close the distance. It lowers its body, treads lightly through the grass, and tries to get to the ideal range under 200 feet, close enough to unleash its speed in a few decisive seconds. But the hunt is never certain. If the herd of wildebeest reacts in time, or the young animal changes direction at the right moment, the opportunity is gone. Cheetahs can be successful if they choose the right target and the right moment, but on the savanna, speed never guarantees absolute victory. On the vast plains, where herds of zebras move closely together amidst the golden dust, the cheetah faces prey that is both large, vigilant, and extremely dangerous. An adult zebra can weigh over 800 pounds. They are fast, strong, and always maintain a safe distance within the herd. Furthermore, a zebra's powerful kick can inflict serious injury, enough to cost a predator dearly if it approaches at the wrong time. The large herd of zebras also creates a visual illusion. The constantly moving black and white stripes make it difficult for the cheetah to lock onto a single target during a chase. Therefore, the cheetah cannot blindly charge in. It utilizes the terrain for cover, crouching low and silently approaching to a very close distance before launching a decisive burst of speed. But the chase cannot be prolonged. If it runs too far, the cheetah's body temperature rises rapidly, forcing it to stop to avoid exhaustion. In the vast savanna, where impala herds are constantly on alert, cheetahs face one of the most agile prey. An impala typically weighs around 150 pounds. They can leap over 10 feet high, jump over 30 feet far, and change direction with a zigzag motion in an instant. When moving in a herd, the chaotic movement of many bodies makes it very difficult for cheetahs to lock onto a target. Therefore, this hunt is not just a test of speed. Cheetahs must read the rhythm of the entire herd, recognizing which individual is losing their rhythm, veering off course, or separating from the group's defenses. When an impala breaks the formation, the cheetah immediately explodes. It darts like an arrow, closing the gap in seconds, each turn precise to avoid being deceived by its prey. The chase usually lasts only about 30 seconds. In that brief moment, everything is decided by reflexes, speed, and the ability to choose the right timing. After a cheetah has just finished an exhausting chase, the real challenge sometimes begins. In front of it is its recently captured prey, but the smell of blood quickly attracts the most dangerous predators, the spotted hyena. A female hyena can weigh around 150 pounds, much heavier than many cheetahs. With their incredibly strong jaws, tenacity, and habit of coming in groups, hyenas don't need to be faster than the cheetah. They just need to create enough pressure. The cheetah has now expended almost all of its energy in the hunt. Its slender body, light bones, and legs designed for speed make it unsuitable for prolonged battles. When the hyenas approach, the cheetah must make a quick choice: keep the meal and face the risk of injury, or retreat to save its life. Most of the time, it chooses to retreat. Not out of fear, but out of survival instinct. A single wound can end a cheetah's hunting ability. In overlapping territories on the savanna, cheetahs may face a far more dangerous adversary, the leopard. If cheetahs are the symbol of daytime speed, leopards are the silent predators of the night. An adult leopard can weigh up to 200 pounds, possessing a powerful body, strong jaws, and superior climbing abilities. The biggest difference lies in how they hold their prey. Leopards can drag their prey up trees, hanging high out of reach of hyenas and lions, and then eat it for days. Cheetahs don't have that strength. They must eat quickly right where the hunt ends. When the two species meet, the advantage almost always goes to the leopard. Cheetahs are faster, but their slender and light bodies make them unsuitable for a direct fight. Especially for a mother cheetah nursing her cubs. The leopard poses an even greater threat. Just a moment of carelessness can put both the mother leopard and her cubs in danger. Therefore, cheetahs usually choose to avoid confrontation. They survive not by strength, but by speed, alertness, and the ability to retreat before it's too late. On the vast savanna, where lions reign supreme with strength and power, cheetahs must always live in constant vigilance. Even as the fastest creature on land, it understands that speed cannot solve all dangers. Lions are the greatest deadly threat to cheetahs. A mature lioness can weigh over 300 pounds, far stronger than a cheetah. Male lions are even larger, possessing overwhelming strength enough to end any confrontation in seconds. For cheetahs, the best tactic isn't to fight, but to stay away. Its sharp eyes constantly scan the horizon, searching for the lion's silhouette before danger gets too close. When a lion is spotted nearby, a cheetah usually retreats immediately. It may abandon its recently hunted meal or leave the area where its cubs are if the threat is too great. This isn't weakness, but a survival instinct. The cheetah knows that just one small mistake, one moment of delay, and the lion can end the life of the fastest predator on the savanna. Cheetahs don't just face lions, hyenas, or leopards. Sometimes, the challenge comes from within their own kind. For male cheetahs, territory is key to survival. It's where they find food, control their movements, and have access to females during the breeding season. They mark their territory with scent on tree trunks, bushes, or tall termite mounds. These scent trails act like invisible boundaries, warning other males that the area is occupied. But when food is scarce, when females enter their breeding cycle, or when boundaries are breached, conflict can erupt. Two male cheetahs face each other, growling softly, tensing their bodies, and testing each other's resolve. However, most encounters don't last long. They understand that a fierce fight would deplete their strength, even causing injury and reducing their chances of survival. Ultimately, the victor is not necessarily the most aggressive, but the one who knows how to conserve strength, wisely defend their territory, and retreat at the right time to ensure their continued survival on the steppe. After all the hunts and confrontations, cheetahs have shown that speed doesn't always equate to power. They can chase antelopes, confront zebras, but must retreat from hyenas, leopards, and lions. On the savannah, cheetahs survive not just by running fast, but by knowing how to choose the right target at the right time and retreat before it's too late. On the vast African savanna, the lion appears as a symbol of strength, territory, and order. It is not just a predator, but also the center of power in the land where it lives. An adult male lion typically weighs around 420 pounds. With its muscular body, strong shoulders, and thick mane around its neck, it is better protected in territorial battles or confrontations with other rivals. Meanwhile, lionesses are lighter but more agile. They are the primary hunters of the pride, capable of sprinting up to 50 miles per hour in a short distance to close in on prey. When hunting, lions rely not only on individual strength, but also on their ability to coordinate as a group, spread out in formation, and lock onto a target from multiple directions. The roar of a lion can be heard up to 5 miles away, as a declaration that the land is now under their control. In nature, lions are not simply powerful predators. It is a symbol of power, where strength, instinct, and dominance merge into one. Amidst the tall grass swaying gently in the wind, a male cheetah rested after a failed hunt. It was the fastest creature on land, capable of sprinting up to 70 miles per hour in a short distance. With its slender body, long legs, flexible spine, and near instantaneous acceleration, the cheetah was born to flee danger. But that slender physique wasn't built for a direct confrontation with lions. Behind the golden grass, two male lions silently approached. The wind began to shift. A few birds startled and flew away. The air suddenly became unusually silent. But the cheetah missed those signs. It glanced back for a moment, then turned away without immediately accelerating. In just seconds, the lions lunged with overwhelming force. The cheetah tried to react, but the distance was too close. Its speed was no longer enough to save it from the surprise attack. Finally, the cheetah disappeared into the tall grass, leaving a heavy silence on the savanna. The lesson was clear. Even the fastest land creature cannot escape a moment of hesitation. African wild dogs are extremely effective pack hunters. They don't have the massive size of lions, but they possess great stamina, excellent coordination, and precise encirclement tactics. A pack of wild dogs can take down prey many times larger than themselves by spreading out, relentlessly pursuing, and exhausting their target. But when they inadvertently venture into the edge of a male lion's territory, that pack advantage is no longer sufficient. After a successful hunt, the pack of wild dogs is busy eating the remaining prey. They don't realize that, from behind the tall grass, a lion is silently approaching. There's no warning roar, no sudden lunge. The lion waits for the moment the pack lets its guard down. When a young wild dog on the outer perimeter detects danger, it's too late. The lion suddenly lunges, knocking one wild dog down in seconds. The rest immediately scatter, disappearing into the grass to save their lives. On a sweltering afternoon on the savanna, a pack of hyenas gathered around the carcass of a recently fallen buffalo. Their hoarse cries echoed through the stifling air, a declaration that the meal belonged to them. Hyenas are the lion's arch rivals. They compete not only for food, but also for territory, dominance, and survival. An adult spotted hyena typically weighs between 100 and 175 pounds and is about 4 to 5.2 feet long. While not as large as a lion, they possess a robust physique, thick neck, strong shoulders, and incredibly powerful jaws capable of crushing even large bones. When traveling in packs, hyenas become even more dangerous. Their numbers allow them to pressure, surround, and even repel a lone lion. But this time, from behind the tall grass, the silhouettes of lions began to appear. They were not in a hurry. They advanced step by step straight into the center of the meal, their imposing presence instantly disorienting the entire hyena pack. In the African wilderness, leopards live as solitary and mysterious predators. They are agile, skilled at camouflage, move silently in the shadows, and often choose high branches as safe havens. Leopards are excellent hunters, dragging their prey up trees to avoid hyenas, wild dogs, or other poachers. But when lions appear, even that seemingly safe place may not be enough to protect them. Lions are much stronger. They can steal leopard prey whenever they have the chance, and if a leopard is encountered in open ground, the situation immediately becomes dangerous. When surrounded by a pride of lions, leopards sometimes don't choose to flee. They lie on their backs, raising all four paws in a defensive posture, both to protect their bodies and as a sign of surrender, because one wrong move could cost them their lives. If they are lucky, the lions will only threaten them and then leave. But if the leopard doesn't manage to climb the tree in time, the encounter can end very quickly. For lions, dominance isn't just about holding territory, it's also about eliminating the weak and reminding all rivals that on this land, power belongs to the stronger. On the vast savanna, a lone male lion ventures into territory already belonging to another lion pride. In the lion world, this is not merely an act of intrusion, but a direct challenge to dominance. The scent of the grass, the footprints on the ground, and the distant calls all indicate that this territory is already claimed. But the intruder does not retreat. It continues to advance, driven by the ambition to claim territory, access to the female lion, and the opportunity to pass on its bloodline. This confrontation is not like a hunt. It is a battle of strength, will, and dominant instinct. The two males may roar, lunge at each other, using their claws, fangs, and entire bodies to push their opponent to the limit. The fight can last for minutes, even hours. Each pounce, each roar, can decide the fate of the challenger. Ultimately, the victor retains the territory and the right to reproduce. The loser may lose their status, be severely injured, or lose their life. Sometimes, even before the fight begins, a lion understands it has no chance and quietly retreats towards the horizon. After all the confrontations, the lion shows that dominance comes not only from strength, but also from instinct, territory, and determination. It can overpower cheetahs, warn wild dogs, repel hyenas, intimidate leopards, and fight with its own kind to retain its throne. On the harsh savanna, the lion is not just a predator, but a living symbol of power and wild order.